Season 8 is here, and we've got an NPC device. We haven't been able to get on creative mode now for 12 hours because we blew up the alien ship and it completely took out all of the game modes. But it's back and we have an NPC character now. We also got some really cool settings that I want to go over, and there wasn't really any leaks, but I really want to mess around with the new NPC device. This one gets really fun. Let's go. Okay, we got a couple of new settings that I think are kind of important. So if you go into your team settings and inventory device, and you scroll all the way down, next to score to end, there is a new setting called use team score. Basically what this does is if you switch to CS, the team gains points as each player is playing, versus if it's on no, when a player leaves, you lose that player's stats. This is helpful for a lot of games where sometimes people are just coming and going, and you don't want the stats of the team to change. Another cool addition is if you go to settings, and now there's a new thing where you can have infinite consumables or not. So before, if you turn on infinite ammo, you could have infinite consumables, but now you can distinguish between the two. You could still have infinite ammo, but not infinite consumables. Now this next new setting is in the Skydome device, and this is awesome. But if you go to the light source color, there's a new color all the way at the bottom that has this little indicator on it. So select that, and then basically what this does is now when I change the angle of this, it changes the color of the device depending on the angle. So this is gonna help a lot when you're trying to get the right lighting for the different like times of day. You can still change your like other colors. So say I have now a pink sky, but I want it off in the horizon, so it's changing the like hue of the light depending on where I place the Skydome. So this makes it way easier to do day and night cycles now. Okay, let's get to why we're all really here. The new NPC action figure device. Okay, let's place them down. I can't believe we actually have this now. Check it out, guys. You can come in here and change its skin. We got a whole bunch of different options here for what it can look like. When you choose one, it just changes it right away. One thing I'm noticing here that it's definitely missing, there's no Peely. Peely sad. Now the dance mannequin device used to not have Peely, but they have it now. So maybe they'll add that to the action figure device eventually. And that's all we really care about in this update, is that we get Peely at some point. But then we have all of the poses they can go into. So there are a number of poses here you can choose from. So let's just choose one here. Let's do strut. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, look, that's the pose that it's in. Like it's just always stuck in that one pose. That's interesting. Okay, some of these are actually really cool poses. There's some interesting like action poses here. This is run, and then there's run determined, right? You can have them like running and doing these weird poses, which is interesting to me. I'm not really sure how to use that. I'll have to think about that. But there's lots of cool poses here to use. I'll let you go through and like check out all the different ones, but there's some good ones in there. Okay, there's also some interact text, which is awesome. So let's make this talk to me. Now when someone comes up to it, it'll pop up talk to me. There's interact time as well, so you can have to talk to them for 20 seconds. Oh, that's too long. I'm just gonna keep it on instant for now. You can make them visible in the game or not visible in the game. Ooh, we're gonna play around with that in just a second. And then there's a number of emotes here you can make them do. It looks like the only way you can get them to do the emote though is right here behind my head. Play emote when receiving from some channel. We're definitely gonna have to play around with that. Actually, I wanna see how this works. So let's get out a trigger, have it transmit on my channel. Here we go, let's trigger this. Oh, look, check out that. And it works every time I step on this. Okay, okay. Let's see if the interact text, oh, look, there it is, talk to me. And then you can talk to her, and I don't know what I just triggered out there on my map, but I triggered something. So I should say you have to make sure your interact type is on for that to work. And then right here behind my head, it has to have the setting on when interacted with transmit on. I don't know if you guys could hear that there when I was down below my mic. I'm sorry about that. But now we get to the interesting stuff where you can turn on the visibility and turn off the visibility when we're shooting from a channel. So that means we could change its pose, we could change its emote, we could do all sorts of things with the same character and make this a more dynamic thing. Before that, I want to see if I can like change the size of this. Oh, we can change the size of it. How big can this thing get? Okay, so you can have giant mannequins, and then let's go down as small as we can go. Okay, that's pretty small. That's a teeny tiny mannequin. Wait a second, wait a second. I want to see this thing emote. Here we go. Oh, it's a little tiny emote. It's so cute. And let's see, can we like put it, oh, you can make it any angle you want? Okay, so you guys know we gotta do this real fast. It's circle trick time, baby. We gotta find a good pose for this, and maybe a better skin or something. I don't know which skin to choose for this. You know what? I should probably choose multiple ones here. We're just gonna use the creative default first, and then we're gonna change each of them. There we go, we got our mannequin circle. But now we gotta like put some different ones in here. We're just gonna like go through the list. Oh, there we go, guys, that's awesome. I didn't use every skin in the device there, but I used a bunch of them. Wait a second, wait a second. What happens when I trigger this? Are they all gonna go? Oh, I love that! That is awesome. The circle trick emote all together, baby. All right, wait a second. There's the sit in chair emote. I want to see everyone sit in a chair at once in a circle trick. This might take me a second to switch all of these, but it's gonna be worth it, guys. I promise. Okay, I think I got them all. Let's see how this goes, guys. Here we go. Oh! That was so satisfying. It was worth every second of it. Let's do it again. Oh man, guys, that is beautiful. I don't know if I've ever seen anything more awesome in creative mode. Okay, guys. Let's now mess around with the visibility on this. So I think what I want to do here is maybe let's bring out the Durr Burger. All right, there we go. And let's get our action figure here. Stand here behind the counter. There we go. He's tiny, guys. The default setting is just a little tiny guy. He needs to be a little bit bigger. All right, there we go. So I'm gonna have him beckon when you walk in the door. So I'm gonna place a trigger right by the door. And then when you get up here and get close to him, I'm gonna have this turn off the visibility when receiving from that channel. And then I'm gonna have another device right here that changes the pose to jazz hands too. And he's also gonna point. So I'm gonna make sure this one turns on visibility on 5. And it's gonna play the emote from 5. All right, I don't even know if this is gonna work at all. Let's try it. All right, there's our NPC there. Let's go on in and look, he's beckoning us to come up and order. All right, what should we order? He says, you need to choose what you order. And then he goes back to his pose. And then he says, place your order. Okay, it's weird them going back to their pose, but I bet we could have like a whole animation of different poses on this. I almost want to see if I can like string together all of the poses in one like animation. Well, let's try it, guys. I'm just gonna do this the easiest way I know. We're gonna set up a sequencer and a string of like animations here. Basically, I'm gonna do this is every second a new emote is gonna happen. But this is gonna take a while to set up because I have to turn on and off the visibility of each of these characters. But I do it for the update day, guys. Now, I have no idea if this is going to work. I gotta place them all together now. The problem is with doing this is that, oh no! Oh, I can't place them all on top of each other. That's a disaster. Oh no, guys. I feel like that's a weird setting. That should be allowed to like place as many over each other as we need, especially with what this device is. Epic, if you're watching, you need to make that there's like no collision or something. I don't know how to fix that. All right, maybe if I take off my grid snap and we just place them like barely off. Oh man, I can't place it in at all. We're gonna have to like stagger them or something. This is gonna look really funky, guys. All right, this is kind of working, I guess. And hopefully I don't need to change anything on the actual mannequins because this is gonna be impossible to like pick them out from there. Okay, so that's about as close as I get to them being on top of each other. This is gonna be ridiculous. All right, so when I step on that trigger, it's gonna activate that sequence. Let's just watch the disaster here. All right, starting off, not bad, not bad. Okay, they're all like right next to each other. This is good, this is good. Oh wait, now it's getting off. Oh, this is a pretty cool sequence there. Oh wait, it's too fast at the end though. They can't get through the emotes. So some of the emotes at the end were too quick. Let's give them each like an extra second there basically at the end. We'll just make it a little bit of a longer sequence. So basically what I'm showing you here though is that you can do a bunch of different of these like animations within a string of each other, and I don't know, make your NPCs do cool thing because they can emote. Wait, man, that's still so fast. They can't get through all of it. But well, you guys get the point. Awesome new device, kind of a small update, but I can't wait to see what we get in the coming weeks.